Are you struggling with jealousy in your relationship? It's a feeling we all experience, but if left unchecked, it can tear apart even the strongest connections. Imagine feeling uneasy every time your partner talks to someone else, or you catch yourself scrolling through their social media, questioning every interaction. It's exhausting, right? But what if I told you that jealousy doesn't have to control you or your relationship? In this video, I'm going to show you how to recognize the root causes of jealousy and, more importantly, how to transform those feelings into a tool for deeper understanding and trust. Whether it's insecurity, past experiences, or unrealistic expectations, we'll explore practical strategies to break free from jealousy's grip. We'll dive into ways to communicate effectively with your partner, build your self-esteem, and set healthy boundaries. No more sneaking around or making accusations. Let's build a relationship based on trust, not fear. You'll learn how to use jealousy as an opportunity to grow, both individually and together. So if you're ready to stop letting jealousy control your love life and start building a healthier, stronger connection, keep watching. What is jealousy? Jealousy is an emotional reaction triggered by a perceived threat to a valued relationship, person, or possession. It often arises when someone fears losing something or someone important to them, such as a partner or a specific emotional connection. While jealousy is a natural human emotion, the way it manifests can vary from healthy concern to destructive behaviors. Understanding the different types of jealousy and the underlying causes can help us manage these feelings more effectively in our relationships. Types of jealousy. Healthy jealousy. Healthy jealousy is a natural, protective feeling that can arise when you want to safeguard the emotional bonds you share with someone. It can manifest as a sense of possessiveness or protectiveness over your relationship, but in a balanced way. For instance, feeling concerned when your partner spends more time with someone else can motivate open communication and boundary setting. When handled appropriately, healthy jealousy can strengthen relationships by helping partners express care and commitment. Unhealthy jealousy. Unhealthy jealousy, on the other hand, goes beyond natural concern and becomes excessive, irrational, and disruptive. It can lead to controlling behaviors, constant suspicion, emotional manipulation, and even aggression. This kind of jealousy often causes a relationship to deteriorate because it creates distrust and feelings of insecurity. If left unchecked, unhealthy jealousy can damage the foundation of any relationship, leading to resentment and emotional distance. Causes of jealousy. Insecurity. One of the most common causes of jealousy is insecurity. If someone has low self-esteem or feels they aren't good enough for their partner, they may constantly fear being replaced. Insecure individuals may struggle with feelings of inadequacy, believing their partner could find someone better or more attractive. Trust issues. Past betrayals or a lack of trust in a partner can create an environment ripe for jealousy. If someone has experienced infidelity or dishonesty in the past, they may carry that baggage into future relationships, making it difficult to fully trust their current partner. This can lead to constant worry about their partner's behavior and who they are interacting with. Fear of losing love. The anxiety of being replaced or abandoned is another common trigger for jealousy. The idea that someone might stop loving you or find someone else more appealing can create a fear-driven response. This can lead to clinginess or excessive monitoring of the partner's actions, driven by the fear of losing that connection. Comparison. Comparing oneself to others is a powerful catalyst for jealousy. When you measure your worth against others, whether it's looks, achievements, or attention from a partner, you may feel threatened by their qualities or achievements. This comparison can be destructive, causing feelings of inadequacy and jealousy toward people perceived as better or more desirable. Attachment styles. Our attachment style, shaped by early childhood experiences, can significantly influence how we experience jealousy. People with anxious attachment styles may experience more frequent and intense jealousy, feeling overly dependent on their partner's validation. In contrast, those with avoidant attachment styles may push their partners away when feeling jealous, preferring emotional distance over confrontation. Jealousy, while a normal human emotion, can lead to both positive and negative outcomes in relationships. When it's rooted in healthy care and concern, it can strengthen a bond, but when it's excessive and irrational, it can tear down trust and intimacy. Recognizing the causes behind jealousy, whether insecurity, past trauma, or attachment styles, can help individuals manage these emotions more constructively and foster stronger, more trusting relationships. Recognizing jealousy in your relationship. Jealousy is a complex and often subtle emotion that can be difficult to recognize at first, especially if it's only manifesting in small, seemingly harmless ways. However, when left unchecked, jealousy can grow and disrupt the harmony and trust in a relationship. Recognizing jealousy is essential to understanding its impact and taking steps to address it before it harms the relationship. In this section, we will explore the various signs of jealousy, both emotional and behavioral, and discuss how to differentiate between healthy and unhealthy jealousy. Signs of jealousy. Jealousy doesn't always present itself in obvious or dramatic ways. Often, it starts small and builds over time. Understanding the signs of jealousy, whether they are emotional, behavioral, or communicative, is crucial to catching it early and addressing it before it escalates. Emotional signs of jealousy. Anxiety. One of the first emotional signs of jealousy is heightened anxiety. This could manifest as a constant worry about the stability of the relationship or the fear that your partner might be losing interest in you. If you find yourself frequently wondering what your partner is doing when you're not together, feeling restless or uneasy without any clear reason, or obsessing over their every interaction, it could be a sign of jealousy. Irritability. Jealousy can also lead to irritability. You may feel frustrated or annoyed with your partner over minor things that wouldn't normally bother you. For example, you might snap at your partner when they talk to someone of the opposite sex or feel upset when they spend time with friends or family. The underlying cause of this irritation is the fear of being replaced or abandoned, which jealousy amplifies. Frustration. Frustration often accompanies jealousy, particularly when the jealous person feels powerless or unsure about how to handle their emotions. This could manifest as feeling misunderstood or unsupported by your partner, especially if they don't seem to share the same level of concern about certain situations. The frustration can build up over time, leading to negative feelings about both yourself and your partner. Behavioral signs of jealousy. Jealousy is not just an internal emotional experience. It often manifests in behaviors that can be more readily noticed by both partners. These actions may initially seem innocent, but over time they can escalate and negatively affect the relationship. Controlling actions. One of the hallmark behaviors of jealousy is a desire to control or manipulate the partner's actions. A person feeling jealous might try to control who their partner interacts with, what they wear, or where they go. For instance, they might insist on going with their partner to social events or want to know the details of every conversation they have with someone else. This controlling behavior can stem from a desire to feel secure in the relationship, but it often crosses the line into possessiveness. Spying or monitoring. In extreme cases, jealousy can lead to spying or monitoring behaviors. This might include checking your partner's phone, social media accounts, or emails, or trying to find out where they've been or who they've been with. Spying can make the jealous person feel momentarily reassured, but it usually damages trust in the long run. If you feel compelled to check up on your partner constantly or invade their privacy, it's a sign that jealousy is taking control of the relationship. Excessive questioning. Another common behavioral sign of jealousy is asking constant, probing questions. A jealous person might frequently interrogate their partner, asking where they were, who they were with, and why they acted a certain way. These questions can become repetitive and exhausting, and they often indicate a lack of trust in the partner. Excessive questioning is a clear sign of insecurity and jealousy, as it reflects a need to control the situation by gathering information and seeking reassurance. Communication signs of jealousy. Jealousy also manifests in the way people communicate within their relationships. In these cases, the partner experiencing jealousy might resort to passive-aggressive remarks or overtly accusatory language. These communication patterns can be toxic and are often a way of trying to express jealousy indirectly. Passive-aggressive remarks. Instead of expressing their jealousy directly, someone feeling jealous might resort to passive-aggressive behavior. This could involve making sarcastic comments or insinuating something negative about their partner's interactions with others. For example, they might say things like, "I guess you're having a great time with your friends," or "must be nice to get all that attention from them." While these comments may seem harmless on the surface, they are often a way of expressing feelings of jealousy or insecurity without directly addressing them. Verbal accusations. In more extreme cases, jealousy can lead to outright accusations. A jealous person might accuse their partner of cheating, flirting, or having inappropriate feelings for someone else, even without any solid evidence. These accusations often come from a place of fear and insecurity, but they can be hurtful and damaging to the relationship. If accusations become a recurring pattern, it's a clear sign that jealousy is taking over the communication dynamics in the relationship. Healthy versus unhealthy jealousy. Not all jealousy is destructive. In fact, some degree of jealousy can be a normal and healthy part of any relationship. However, it's important to differentiate between healthy jealousy, which can serve as a signal to address underlying concerns, and unhealthy jealousy, which can be toxic and damaging to the relationship. Let's take a closer look at how to distinguish between the two. Healthy jealousy, natural concern. Healthy jealousy is often described as a natural, instinctual reaction to a perceived threat to a relationship. This type of jealousy arises from a place of care, not control, and serves as a way to express vulnerability and protect the bond between partners. Natural concern and boundaries. Healthy jealousy typically emerges when one partner feels concerned about losing the connection they share with the other. For example, if your partner spends more time with a new friend of the opposite sex, you might feel a bit uncomfortable or jealous. This is a normal reaction, and it doesn't necessarily indicate distrust. The key difference here is that the jealousy is based on natural human emotions, and it prompts the person to communicate openly with their partner about their feelings rather than resorting to controlling behaviors. Open communication. Healthy jealousy leads to open, honest conversations about boundaries and feelings. For instance, if one partner is feeling jealous, they might approach the other and express, "I've noticed that you've been spending a lot of time with so-and-so, and it's making me feel uncomfortable. Can we talk about it?" The goal is to address the issue constructively without accusing or manipulating the other person. The conversation is framed around the need for reassurance and understanding, not control. Unhealthy jealousy, excessive control and possessiveness. Unhealthy jealousy occurs when the emotion becomes excessive, irrational, or controlling. It's characterized by behaviors that limit trust and create conflict in the relationship. Over-monitoring and possessiveness. Unhealthy jealousy manifests as over-monitoring your partner's actions, constant questioning, and the need to control where they go, who they talk to, and what they do. This level of jealousy typically stems from insecurity and fear of abandonment. For example, a person with unhealthy jealousy might check their partner's phone multiple times a day, insist on knowing the details of every conversation, or forbid their partner from socializing with others. These behaviors are often driven by a need to possess or control the partner, rather than trusting them to make their own decisions. Manipulation and guilt-tripping. In toxic jealousy, one partner may attempt to manipulate or guilt-trip the other into conforming to their desires. This might involve making the partner feel guilty for having friendships or hobbies outside the relationship, or even accusing them of cheating without any evidence. These manipulative tactics create emotional distress, erode trust, and damage the relationship over time. Instead of fostering healthy communication, toxic jealousy uses fear, guilt, and control as tools to assert dominance. Emotional outbursts and verbal abuse. When jealousy becomes unhealthy, it can lead to emotional outbursts, anger, and even verbal abuse. The jealous partner may lash out at their significant other, calling them names, accusing them of betrayal, or making hurtful comments. These outbursts are often driven by fear and anxiety but ultimately serve to harm the relationship. The emotional toll of constant accusations, controlling behaviors, and insults can create a toxic environment that leaves both partners feeling drained and disconnected. Understanding the root causes of jealousy. Jealousy is a complex emotion that can stem from many different sources, and understanding its root causes is essential for managing it effectively within a relationship. By examining various factors like insecurity, trust issues, fear of abandonment, and societal influences, we can uncover why jealousy manifests in certain ways and how to address it. Insecurity. InsecuritY is one of the most common causes of jealousy. It often arises from deep-seated feelings of inadequacy, low self-esteem, or the fear of not being enough for one's partner. Understanding how these insecurities develop can shed light on why some individuals are more prone to jealousy than others. How past experiences shape jealousy. Insecurity often has its roots in early life experiences. For many, childhood plays a significant role in shaping their sense of self-worth. Those who experienced neglect, emotional distance, or inconsistent affection during childhood may grow up feeling unworthy of love and attention. This lack of emotional validation in childhood can lead to the development of jealousy in later relationships. For instance, a child who grew up with a parent who was emotionally distant or unavailable may come to believe that love is conditional and fleeting. As a result, they may develop a heightened sensitivity to their partner's attention and feel threatened by any perceived competition for their love. Similarly, negative experiences in past relationships, such as infidelity, emotional unavailability, or abandonment, can further reinforce feelings of insecurity. When someone has been hurt in the past, they may carry this baggage into new relationships, believing that they are destined to be rejected or replaced. This belief fuels jealousy, as the person constantly fears losing their partner's affection. Fear of not being enough. At the core of many jealous feelings lies the belief that we are somehow lacking or insufficient. Individuals who struggle with low self-worth often feel like they are not enough for their partners, which can lead to an intense fear of being replaced or overlooked. For example, someone who believes they aren't attractive enough might feel jealous when their partner interacts with someone they perceive as more attractive. This sense of inadequacy can spiral, creating a self-perpetuating cycle of jealousy that harms the relationship. Rather than trusting in their partner's love, they project their insecurities onto the relationship, causing unnecessary conflict and stress. Trust issues. Trust is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship, and without it, the foundation starts to crumble. Trust issues often manifest as jealousy, especially when there is a fear that one's partner may betray or deceive them. These trust issues can develop for various reasons, but they are most commonly rooted in past experiences of betrayal or dishonesty. How trust is built and eroded. Trust is built through consistent actions and open communication. When partners are honest, reliable, and transparent with each other, trust grows naturally over time. However, when trust is broken, whether through infidelity, dishonesty, or broken promises, it can be incredibly difficult to rebuild. Once trust is eroded, jealousy becomes a powerful force in the relationship. Partners may begin to question each other's motives, assume the worst, or feel suspicious of even innocent behaviors. Every interaction may be scrutinized, and jealousy becomes a defense mechanism against perceived threats. For someone who has experienced betrayal, this heightened vigilance may feel like an attempt to protect themselves from future hurt. The impact of past betrayals. Past betrayals, whether from a previous partner or even close friends or family, leave emotional scars that impact current relationships. When someone has been cheated on or lied to in the past, they may carry that hurt with them into a new relationship. This leads to heightened jealousy, as the individual may expect their new partner to behave in the same way as their ex. The inability to trust their current partner is a direct result of past experiences. Additionally, the fear of being betrayed can lead to controlling behaviors. One partner may try to monitor their significant other's actions, such as checking their phone or social media accounts, in an attempt to maintain a sense of control over the situation. This behavior, while born out of fear, can quickly become toxic, eroding the relationship further. Fear of abandonment. The fear of abandonment is another potent driver of jealousy. People with anxious attachment styles, in particular, are often prone to experiencing this fear, which leads them to overreact when they sense any potential threat to the relationship. The fear of being abandoned can trigger jealousy in a number of ways, especially when someone feels overly dependent on their partner for emotional security. Attachment styles and their influence on jealousy. Attachment theory explains that the way we connect with others is influenced by the relationships we had with our primary caregivers in childhood. There are three main attachment styles that impact how jealousy manifests in relationships. Anxious attachment. People with an anxious attachment style often seek constant reassurance and validation from their partners. They fear rejection and may become overly possessive or jealous when they feel their partner's attention is shifting elsewhere. This intense fear of abandonment can lead to behaviors like excessive questioning, accusations, or emotional outbursts. Avoidant attachment. People with avoidant attachment styles tend to downplay their emotional needs and often push their partners away. They may feel uncomfortable with emotional closeness, and if they experience jealousy, they may withdraw emotionally or physically as a way to protect themselves. Secure attachment. Those with a secure attachment style are generally comfortable with intimacy and trust. They are less likely to experience debilitating jealousy, as they feel secure in their partner's love and loyalty. Dependency and fear of rejection. In relationships, dependency can manifest as a desire to always be with the partner and a fear of being left alone. This dependency can lead to heightened jealousy, especially if the partner shows interest in someone else. An individual who feels overly dependent on their partner for emotional support may experience intense jealousy if they perceive their partner as potentially withdrawing affection or attention. The fear of rejection also fuels this jealousy. Individuals who are afraid of being abandoned by their partner may start to question every interaction, searching for signs of emotional distance or disinterest. This fear can spiral into a constant state of jealousy, making it difficult to trust the partner's intentions. Societal and cultural influences. Our perceptions of relationships, love, and jealousy are heavily influenced by societal and cultural norms. Media portrayals, cultural expectations, and even peer pressure can all contribute to how we experience and express jealousy in relationships. Media's portrayal of relationships and jealousy. In modern society, media plays a huge role in shaping our perceptions of relationships. Movies, television shows, and social media often depict exaggerated or unrealistic portrayals of romance, where jealousy is seen as a sign of true love or devotion. This reinforces the idea that jealousy is a natural part of healthy relationships, which can lead individuals to justify or even glorify jealous behavior. For example, many romantic comedies present jealousy as an endearing quality that shows how deeply someone cares for their partner. However, this type of portrayal can be damaging, as it promotes possessiveness and unhealthy dependency, normalizing jealousy as an acceptable or even desirable emotion. Social expectations and the pressure to conform. Society also places certain expectations on individuals in relationships, which can heighten feelings of jealousy. For instance, the idea that one partner should always be the primary source of emotional and social support can create unrealistic pressures. If one partner spends time with friends or engages in activities without the other, feelings of jealousy may arise due to the belief that their partner is not adhering to social norms about appropriate levels of involvement in the relationship. Cultural ideas about possessiveness can also influence jealousy. In certain cultures, jealousy may be seen as an expression of loyalty, while in others, it may be viewed as a sign of distrust or insecurity. These cultural influences shape how jealousy is perceived and, in some cases, how it is expressed within a relationship. How to address jealousy in a relationship. Jealousy is an emotion that, while natural, can become disruptive if not properly understood and managed within a relationship. It can manifest in many different ways, from mild discomfort to extreme possessiveness, and can deeply affect the dynamic between partners if left unchecked. However, jealousy doesn't have to be a destructive force in a relationship. With self-awareness, open communication, trust building, and healthy boundaries, jealousy can be addressed and used as an opportunity for growth. In this section, we'll explore actionable strategies to address jealousy in a relationship, helping both partners navigate this challenging emotion in a constructive way. 1. Self-reflection, understanding and managing jealousy. The first and most important step in addressing jealousy is recognizing it within yourself. Before you can effectively address jealousy in your relationship, you need to explore the root causes of your emotions and identify what triggers these feelings. Self-reflection is a powerful tool that allows you to gain insight into your emotional landscape and make conscious decisions about how to respond to jealousy. Exploring the root causes of jealousy. Jealousy is rarely a simple or surface-level emotion. More often than not, it is deeply tied to insecurities, past experiences, fears, and unaddressed emotional needs. To address jealousy, you need to understand why you feel the way you do. Ask yourself these questions to begin the self-reflection process. What am I afraid of? Are you worried your partner might leave you, or are you afraid of being compared to someone else? Understanding the root of your fear can help you gain clarity about your feelings. When do I feel most jealous? Identifying specific triggers of jealousy can help you pinpoint whether certain situations or behaviors in the relationship are causing these feelings. For example, is jealousy triggered by your partner interacting with a specific person, or is it more about them spending time away from you? Is my jealousy rooted in past experiences? Think about your past relationships or childhood experiences. If you've experienced betrayal, abandonment, or rejection, these past wounds could be influencing your current feelings of jealousy. Understanding this connection can help you separate past experiences from the present reality. Asking yourself, what is making me feel this way? When jealousy arises, it's easy to fall into a spiral of negative thoughts and assumptions. However, instead of letting your emotions dictate your actions, take a step back and ask yourself, what is making me feel this way? This question allows you to separate your feelings from the situation and examine the underlying factors that are influencing your emotions. In this process, be kind to yourself. It's normal to feel vulnerable and insecure at times, and self-compassion can help you manage jealousy without letting it control you. Remember that your feelings are valid, but your reactions are something you can control and reflect upon. Journaling and other self-awareness tools. Journaling is a powerful tool for self-reflection and emotional regulation. Writing down your thoughts can help you process and clarify your feelings of jealousy. It can also serve as an outlet to vent any frustrations or anxieties you may be experiencing. Some journaling prompts you might use include: describe the situation that triggered your jealousy. What emotions did it stir up? How do you feel about yourself when jealousy arises? Do you feel insecure, inadequate, or unworthy? How did your partner's behavior contribute to your jealousy, and how much of it was your own emotional reaction? Beyond journaling, practicing mindfulness or meditation can also help you become more aware of your emotions and learn to regulate them. These practices can help you create a sense of emotional distance from jealousy, making it easier to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. 2. Open communication, addressing jealousy with your partner. Once you've had time to reflect on the causes of your jealousy, it's important to address it with your partner. Open, honest, and non-confrontational communication is key to resolving jealousy in a healthy way. When discussing jealousy, aim for a conversation that is supportive and empathetic, rather than accusatory or combative. How to have healthy, non-confrontational conversations about jealousy. Jealousy can bring out strong emotions, but how you communicate about it can make all the difference in how it is received by your partner. Here are some tips for discussing jealousy in a way that fosters understanding rather than conflict. Use I statements. Instead of saying, "You always do this, and it makes me feel insecure," try saying something like, "I feel insecure when this happens, and it triggers feelings of jealousy for me." Using I statements helps you own your emotions and avoid sounding accusatory. Be vulnerable. Acknowledge the vulnerability you feel when talking about your jealousy. Expressing that jealousy comes from a place of insecurity or fear can make the conversation feel more authentic and compassionate. Stay calm and avoid blame. Try to remain calm and avoid blaming your partner for making you feel jealous. While it's important to discuss their behavior, focus on how it made you feel, rather than accusing them of wrongdoing. Be open to their perspective. When your partner responds, listen without judgment. Try to understand their point of view and be open to their feelings as well. A productive conversation involves both partners being heard and understood. How to avoid accusations and focus on expressing feelings. Accusations often escalate a conversation and cause defensiveness, which can derail the discussion. Instead of assuming your partner's intentions or actions, focus on expressing how you feel. For example, instead of saying, "You're flirting with other people," say, "I felt uncomfortable when I saw you talking to that person. It made me feel jealous because I'm afraid of losing you." This approach allows you to communicate your feelings without attacking your partner, making it easier for them to respond with empathy and reassurance. Tips for listening to your partner without judgment. In any conversation about jealousy, it's important to listen to your partner's perspective with an open mind. Practice active listening by maintaining eye contact to show you are engaged and attentive, refraining from interrupting while they speak, and allowing them to express their feelings fully, validating their feelings by acknowledging their emotions, even if you don't completely understand them. For example, "I can see how you might feel that way," helps to show empathy. Listening without judgment creates an environment where both partners feel safe to express their emotions without fear of being criticized or invalidated. 3. Building trust, rebuilding and strengthening the relationship. Trust is the foundation of any healthy relationship, and if jealousy has become an issue, it's likely that trust has been damaged in some way. Whether it's because of past betrayals, insecurities, or misunderstandings, rebuilding trust takes time, effort, and commitment. However, with conscious effort, it's possible to restore the foundation of trust and create a sense of security within the relationship. Steps to rebuild trust. Acknowledge the issue. If trust has been broken in the relationship, due to cheating, dishonesty, or other factors, it's important to acknowledge the problem and discuss how it has affected both partners. Openly discussing the breach of trust allows both partners to express their feelings and begin the healing process. Be transparent and honest. Transparency is key in rebuilding trust. Be honest with your partner about your emotions, needs, and concerns. Likewise, encourage your partner to do the same. This transparency builds a foundation of understanding and mutual respect. Follow through on promises. Trust is built through actions, not just words. If you or your partner have committed to changes in behavior or habits, make sure you follow through. Consistency in actions demonstrates reliability and helps rebuild trust over time. Practice patience. Rebuilding trust doesn't happen overnight. Be patient with yourself and your partner as you work through the process. Understand that both partners need time to regain confidence in each other and in the relationship. Creating a foundation of security. A sense of security in the relationship is essential to prevent jealousy from taking hold. To create a secure environment. Be reliable and dependable in both small and large matters. Support each other's emotional needs without being overly controlling or possessive. Celebrate each other's individuality and encourage personal growth outside of the relationship. Security comes from feeling safe emotionally and physically in the relationship, knowing that both partners respect each other's autonomy and trust one another's intentions. 4. Setting boundaries. ensuring both partners feel secure. Boundaries are crucial to maintaining a healthy, balanced relationship. They define what is acceptable behavior and what is not, allowing both partners to feel secure and respected. Jealousy often arises when boundaries are not clear or are violated, so setting and respecting boundaries can help prevent jealousy from escalating. Discussing boundaries with your partner. Having a clear conversation about boundaries is essential for preventing misunderstandings that could trigger jealousy. Some topics to consider include: personal space. Discuss how much personal space and time apart is needed for both partners to feel comfortable. This could involve setting aside time for individual hobbies, friendships, or quiet time. Socializing with others. Talk about how you both feel about interactions with others outside the relationship, including friendships with the opposite sex, and what behaviors are considered acceptable. Communication boundaries. Discuss how you prefer to communicate about sensitive issues and when it's best to have a calm, open conversation. Setting boundaries around communication can prevent misunderstandings and unnecessary arguments. Respecting each other's individuality. Respecting each other's individuality is a cornerstone of a healthy relationship. Jealousy often arises when one partner feels threatened by the other's independence. Encourage each other's personal growth and allow space for both partners to pursue their own interests and goals. This mutual respect fosters a deeper sense of security and trust in the relationship. Working on personal growth. While addressing jealousy within a relationship is essential, it's equally important to work on your own personal growth and emotional well-being. Building self-esteem, developing emotional intelligence, and maintaining personal independence can all help reduce the likelihood of jealousy and create a more fulfilling relationship. When jealousy becomes toxic. Jealousy, in small doses, is a natural part of human relationships. However, when it becomes excessive or uncontrolled, it can evolve into toxic jealousy, leading to harmful behaviors that disrupt relationships. Toxic jealousy often goes beyond simple insecurity or fear of losing a partner. It can turn into controlling behaviors, emotional manipulation, and a cycle of isolation, resentment, and emotional abuse. Understanding the warning signs of toxic jealousy, the consequences it brings, and how to address it is crucial to maintaining healthy, functional relationships. Warning signs of toxic jealousy. Toxic jealousy manifests in several destructive behaviors, which can lead to emotional harm, damaged trust, and potential relationship breakdowns. Recognizing these signs early on is vital in preventing further escalation. Here are some common warning signs of toxic jealousy. Extreme controlling behavior. One of the hallmark signs of toxic jealousy is controlling behavior. When jealousy turns toxic, a partner may begin to monitor every aspect of their significant other's life. This can include actions such as monitoring texts, social media, or emails. The jealous partner may demand access to their partner's phone or social media accounts to check for signs of infidelity or betrayal. This behavior stems from insecurity and mistrust, and it can create an unhealthy power dynamic in the relationship. Restricting interactions with others. Toxic jealousy can manifest as attempts to isolate a partner from their friends, family, or colleagues. The jealous person may try to dictate who their partner can talk to or spend time with, often by accusing others of inappropriate behavior or intentions. This level of control seeks to limit the partner's autonomy and can lead to significant emotional harm. Monitoring where the partner is at all times. A jealous partner may constantly ask where their partner is, what they're doing, and who they're with, often without a legitimate reason. This becomes an unhealthy obsession that severely compromises trust in the relationship. Emotional manipulation. In toxic relationships, jealousy can often evolve into emotional manipulation. This behavior can be subtle at first, but it becomes progressively more harmful over time. Common forms of emotional manipulation tied to jealousy include using guilt to control behavior. The jealous partner may manipulate their significant other by using guilt or shame to control their actions. For example, they may accuse the partner of not loving them enough, saying something like, if you truly loved me, you wouldn't hang out with that person, or, you should care more about me than anyone else. Gaslighting. Gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation where one partner makes the other doubt their reality. In the context of jealousy, a toxic partner may twist the truth to make their partner question their own feelings or actions. For example, they might accuse their partner of being overly suspicious or paranoid, even when their concerns are valid. Playing the victim, a jealous person may attempt to paint themselves as the victim of their partner's actions, shifting the focus from their controlling behavior to make the partner feel responsible for their jealousy. This can make the non-jealous partner feel guilty and confused about their own feelings. Consequences of toxic jealousy. Toxic jealousy can lead to severe consequences in a relationship, impacting both partners' emotional well-being and the overall health of the relationship. If not addressed, these negative behaviors can fester and lead to isolation, resentment, and eventual emotional abuse. Here are some of the most common consequences. Isolation and resentment. One of the most significant consequences of toxic jealousy is the isolation it can cause. A partner who is constantly being monitored or controlled may feel cut off from their social circle, leading to feelings of loneliness and helplessness. In an effort to avoid conflict or keep the peace, they may withdraw from friends or family members, which exacerbates feelings of isolation. As a result, resentment begins to build up. The partner who is being controlled may start to resent the jealous partner for limiting their freedom, while the jealous person may feel increasingly insecure and distrustful. This toxic dynamic leads to a breakdown of communication and mutual respect, making it difficult to repair the relationship without significant intervention. Breakup or emotional abuse. In the most extreme cases, toxic jealousy can lead to a breakup or emotional abuse. Constantly controlling or manipulating a partner can damage the trust and love that once existed in the relationship. Over time, the victim of toxic jealousy may feel suffocated, anxious, and emotionally drained, which can ultimately result in the end of the relationship. In more severe cases, toxic jealousy can evolve into emotional abuse, where one partner intentionally uses jealousy as a tool for power and control. This form of abuse can leave lasting scars on the victim's self-esteem, mental health, and overall sense of self-worth. Real-life examples or case studies of toxic jealousy. Real-life case studies of toxic jealousy illustrate the serious consequences it can have on relationships. For instance, imagine a couple where one partner constantly monitors the other's phone, checking for any sign of infidelity or flirting. This controlling behavior leads to arguments and accusations, making the partner feel mistrusted and oppressed. Over time, the partner who is being monitored begins to withdraw emotionally, growing resentful of the lack of autonomy in the relationship. In another case, a partner may frequently guilt-trip their significant other by saying things like, "If you really cared about me, you'd spend more time with me and less with your friends." This emotional manipulation creates an environment of constant tension and guilt, eroding the foundation of the relationship. What to do if your partner is excessively jealous? If you find yourself in a relationship where toxic jealousy is present, it's important to address the issue before it becomes even more harmful. Confronting excessive jealousy requires patience, communication, and boundary setting. How to confront and address toxic jealousy. Addressing toxic jealousy in a relationship can be challenging, especially if it has been a recurring issue. Here are some strategies to help confront and address jealousy in a healthy way. Stay calm and avoid blame. When discussing jealousy, it's important to remain calm and avoid blaming your partner. Approach the conversation with empathy, and focus on how the behavior is affecting you emotionally rather than accusing your partner of wrongdoing. Express your feelings without accusations. Use "I" statements to express how you feel. For example, say, "I feel uncomfortable when you check my phone," rather than, "You're being controlling by checking my phone." This helps create a more open dialogue and avoids triggering defensiveness. Set clear boundaries. One of the most important steps in addressing toxic jealousy is setting boundaries. Let your partner know what behaviors are unacceptable, such as monitoring your communications or dictating who you can interact with. Make sure to discuss healthy limits and how you both can work together to maintain trust and respect. Encourage open communication. Having open, honest conversations about your concerns and feelings is essential for resolving issues of jealousy. Encourage your partner to share their insecurities and fears, and work together to find ways to build trust in the relationship. Setting healthy boundaries. Setting healthy boundaries is key to maintaining a healthy relationship and preventing toxic jealousy from taking root. Boundaries ensure that both partners have the space to feel secure and respected, while also fostering trust and open communication. Some boundary-setting tips include: mutual agreement. Both partners should agree on what is acceptable behavior in the relationship. Boundaries should be clearly defined and respected by both individuals. Consistency. Consistently reinforcing boundaries helps prevent jealousy from escalating. Make sure both partners honor the boundaries they've established. Respect for individuality. Ensure that both partners maintain their independence and have the freedom to pursue individual interests without fear of judgment or control. The importance of professional help or therapy. In cases where toxic jealousy has become ingrained in the relationship, professional help may be necessary. Couples counseling can help both partners understand the root causes of jealousy and work on communication, trust building, and conflict resolution skills. A therapist can also assist in identifying any deeper emotional issues that may be contributing to the jealous behavior, such as unresolved insecurities or past trauma. If necessary, individual therapy can help the jealous partner address personal issues like low self-esteem, anxiety, or trust issues. Therapy can help them gain insight into why they feel the need to control their partner and provide strategies to cope with jealousy in healthier ways.